When you have a bunch of work you need done simultaneously, or you have a series of tasks you need done in a certain order with precise outcomes, you can tell OpenClaw to spin up multiple sub-agents to work on different parts of the job. For example, we can say something like, research these 3 AI assistant platforms at the same time and compile a comparison. 1. N8N. 2. Zapier. 3. Make.com. For each one, find what it does, pricing, and one major limitation. Then compile everything into a single summary table. Use subagents to research all 3 simultaneously. My bot Greg here comes back and says, I'll spawn 3 subagents to research these platforms simultaneously. Now, this is actually a really cool moment. It's coming back and saying it can't spin up the subagents right now because it doesn't have access to search the web yet. We need to enable that. One of the most popular ways to search the internet using OpenClaw is with Brave Search API. To get that set up, just do a web search for Brave Search API, open the first result you find, click Get Started, and then set up an account. And then when you're done with that, you'll land on the Search API dashboard. Just like with our LLMs, you'll need to add some API credits and generate an API key. Go to Billing, add a payment method, then go to Available Plans under Subscriptions, and start with Search. Confirm the subscription. And this gives you $5 in free credits every month, which is more than enough. You can even set a usage limit at $5 a month. There we go. So even though we added a payment method, in theory, this will cap our spending at the $5 free credit limit. Next, go to API keys, add an API key, name it, then copy it, go back to Hostinger, manage your OpenClaw instance, scroll to the bottom to your environment, and add Brave API key, and then paste in the API key value. Save and deploy. And once it's all up and running again, go back to Telegram and tell it you've given it access to the new tool. I've given you Brave API key. Please continue. Spin up the subagents and complete the research project. And after a minute, we get a response saying all 3 subagents are now running simultaneously. N8N research, Zapier research, and Make research all simultaneously. And then it came back saying the subagent finished. And it came back with the N8N research. Theoretically, it's still working on the other research right now. So let's go to our gateway and take a look at what's actually happening. If we refresh this here, if we look at our dropdown of sessions, there are several subagents running: Zapier research, Make research, and N8N research. Let's take a look at what's happening in the Zapier research session. It looks like it already completed the research and it's going to pass it back to the main agent. Same thing with Make. And same thing with N8N. We know the work was done, so let's ask the main agent here in our Telegram chat, how did it go? It says both the Make and the Zapier reports were done and still waiting on N8N. We saw some stuff in that N8N subagent, but maybe it hasn't reported back to the main agent yet. So we'll just give it a minute to finish its task, and then we'll take a look at what it came up with. And just like that, the 3 subagents completed their job, and the main agent here in our Telegram chat compiled a report. Now, admittedly, that report isn't very nice to look at here in this format, but you could copy all this and paste it in a text edit doc, and then format it however you want to make it readable. This is a really simple example of what could be done with subagents. Subagents can actually get much, much more complex. For example, you could have one subagent do market research on competitors, then pass that information off to another subagent that'll do some financial analysis, and then pass it all on to a third subagent that could put together a report to hand to investors. The possibilities are endless.